Uh, the building where the goat
I
lives.
forgot to count you down. We're streaming.
Okay, we're streaming. Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Wizon Break, Darkness Rising. I am the Dungeon Master Dan, and I am joined by six awesome D&D players. And also, so a follow-up from last week, Chris Pine will be joining us tonight
Hmm.
to take on the role of Oswald. I know last week he texted he wasn't able to make it, but until he gets here, once again we're gonna have Rob Kane taking on Oswald. Rob, you're good with that, right?
Hello, everybody.
All right. Well, thanks for doing that. But I'm really confident that Chris Pine will be here tonight. We were just texting a few minutes ago. So with that being said, let's do a recap. Before we get to the recap, tonight's episode, as always, is brought to you by the incredibly fun and exciting game Primordial Secrets, which I know is still being produced overseas for shipping to Kickstarter backers. But Jordo, do we have any updates from the R&D department at Primordial Secrets?
Actually, yeah, we do. Actually, it wasn't me who came up with it this week. Justin has a fantastic product we've been working on. We want to tell you all about it. Tell him, Justin.
It's called primordial probiotics, right? So, how do you think we get the primordial ooze? Check your primordial probiotics.
Good for your gut health too. And with your primordial ooze, you make primordial poos, and it's coming home to you.
Use.
Okay. You know what? I don't get the pun, but that's okay. We're here. So when we last left our adventurers, we had successfully navigated the lair of the Crimson Pearl. The group once again murdered a potentially innocent bystander for the pursuit of forward progress in the campaign. They were then greeted by the warlocks of Iceheim, who warned them of an incoming threat known only as the Midnight Sun. They were afraid that they might have some scheduling conflicts between the Midnight Sun and the cart race, and they chose to make sure that they could be there for the cart race. So Tina quickly obtained some horses and borrowed some horses, and they rode through the night to Goshai, where they have returned to Goshai to deliver Tina to the goat, obtain the tickets for the magical cart race, and continue on their journey. But first, throughout the night, as they were riding, Ezekiel, despite being a creature that doesn't need sleep, was sleeping quite a bit. And Ezekiel, in the night, you had some dreams, and in your dream, you were returned to a place from your childhood. What did that place look like?
Oh, being kind of a kid from like the streets, something from my childhood was like the edge of town and the forest was always like the two vast comparisons because that's where we lived. And on one hand you had like the open forest, but on the other hand you had like the real crap area of town. So I just remember like being able to see the forest.
Exactly. So you're right back there, you as adult Ezekiel, and you sort of turn this corner around this like stone building, and at a distance, you see two young children sort of playing. And as you get a little bit closer, you realize one of them is a young Ezekiel. What are these kids doing?
These two kids are actually playing like a dice game. Um, it's kind of like they have three dice and they see everyone around them playing it. So they play it for silly things like, like rocks or whatever. But basically, it's a dice game where you have to match like two or three dice, but depending on or the three of the dice. But like, say you have to get like if you had three sixes, right? Like it's basically like super, super high, So there's just different variations. It's a little dice game.
Got it. So you're playing a dice game with your childhood friend, and you,
Yeah.
Ezekiel, you recognize this memory as one that was like terribly traumatic for you. And off in the distance in the forest, you hear you see this rustling in the trees, but the kids don't see it, don't notice it. What do you do?
I instantly approach to go closer because, we're taught to not have any fear. So we just kind of walk over to see what's going on over there.
Yeah, and as you do that, you see this large beast sort of like barreling through the forest toward the kids, and as you call out to the kids, they can't hear you because you're not really there. And then, what was the traumatic thing that happened to you?
So this thing was like running as fast as I could to me, and I thought like it was gonna take me, but actually my mom came and like jumped in front of me, and she got killed by the monster, and I ran off, and then nobody believed me and ever thought it was the monster, and that was it. They blamed my dad, and he went to jail for murder.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then in the aftermath, you as the adult Ezekiel are watching this scene almost in fast forward, like and seeing the pleading face of a young Ezekiel trying to drag people by the sleeves to this spot to show them where the monster attack had taken place. But you're right, nobody believes you. And as you turn around to leave this place, you're sort of like met face to face by this figure dressed in all white with this like short blonde hair and these like delicate white angelic wings, sort of like looking at you like face to face.
And then this is when like I realized that this is my calling, is to spread the religious truth. The Lord, is good, and I will show people the path. Shepherd the weak and the flock of bear bugs.
Right. And do you say anything else?
I say to this angel, I say, Mom. And I just like look up. Just say,
And then the angel, the angel, as you called them, reaches down and puts a hand on your cheek and says, "No, Ezekiel, I am not your mother." And then places a finger on your lips and goes, "Shh, shh, shh." And then says, "You need to find me." And then you wake up. And with that, you wake up and you're in the back of the cart, sort of just as this cart comes to a stop. And, in the back of the cart are your, companions. And you have sort of this like glimmer of like this like angelic light in your eye that sort of like fades as you open your eyes. And you're in the back of this cart with, Dismas and Gorgo and Thover. And you can see the sort of morning light is sort of like peeking in through the breaks in the canvas over the back of this cart. And with coming to a stop, you arrive in Goshai, and Tina very surreptitiously, walks to the back of the cart and sort of like hops out and sort of looks to you all like, "Come on."
so yes, Tina, let's go inside right away. And I just start like walking with her. Hopefully,
And then what about the rest of the group? Do you all follow? You're going to send Ezekiel in by himself?
Yeah, let's go.
No, yeah, I'm gonna doorway stand as usual.
I'm following her.
Just here for the
I'm looking at the snakes in her hair.
Tina doesn't have snakes in her hair. You're confusing her with the coral basilisk. Oh, you're looking for her pet snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she notices you kind of like, are you rummaging through her hair?
I'm just looking because I saw her pull him out from there, and then she ran away, turned into a mouse or some shit earlier. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I don't know. I'm not touching her. I'm just looking.
Okay.
Are you smelling her? Like smelling? You go like,
Wasn't
Yeah.
tussling. He wasn't running his hands through. He was
Okay, so
Rummaging.
make a perception check.
Cool.
smell check.
Smell check.
Okay, and with a 3, I don't know what that rolls out to. A 3 is a 2 perception.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you are unable to notice whether the snakes are in Tina's hair, and with a 3, she sort of like looks back at you to sort of see what you're doing, and then just sort of like goes back to her business.
I continue sniffing her face when she looks at me.
Yeah, and she kind of like smiles at you and then just continues walking inside. And she's sort of leading the pack. So you guys are like marching in, and you see like, you know, this recognition as the 23 swords of Goshai sort of like line the inner hallways of the Goshai Center for Unity, and everyone is sort of like nodding, almost like bowing as Tina walks in, and then sort of like flings the doors at the end of the hall open, and you see as you walk in the room, you know, there are two of the Minotaur guards on each side of the goat's desk, and the goat is sort of sitting at his desk as you guys sort of like start to cross his long office.
I say, listen, guys, close the door, please, behind you. I'll find us. And you not want her to.
Okay, and as you do that, Tina just kind of keeps walking, almost like hurriedly, like toward the desk where her husband sits.
Perfect. I kind of casually kind of like walk up to like.
Yeah. And as you're doing that, she starts to reach into her bag. And then as she gets really close to the desk, she sort of puts like one foot up on the desk to sort of like hop up, and then hops up 2 feet on the desk. She draws her long samurai sword from inside of her bag of holding. And then with one fell swoop, shing, and lops the head of the goat right off. And
Hell yeah, girl.
it lands on the ground
Oh, sure.
next
But I get murdered.
next to his chair. Everybody make and then he sort of like collapses. Everybody make a perception check.
Ooh, that's good for me. If you updated it.
Oh, bad thing happened to my head.
I reacted by casting bone armor on her.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah, you do that. Like an Iron Man suit of bones sort of like flies out of your bag. So Ezekiel, you notice something so it's a 2 from Gorgo, a 12 from Thober, a 12 from Gorgo, 14 from Cassie, and 18 from Ezekiel, 15 from Dismas. So Ezekiel, you notice that the body of, and nobody else notices this, but you notice that the body of the goat, as it sort of collapses in this pile, it almost like turns into like a white, like powdered, like ice, like snow, and it starts like melting, and you notice like a little bit of water sort of running out from behind the desk. And then suddenly the side door, so you guys know the office, there's like that side door to the room where Torment met his last moments. That door sort of like swings open, and then out walks the goat puffing on a cigar, and he says, gosh, it's been so long. Fucking goat. He says, adventurers, you have returned.
Wait, what he said?
He
I don't know
says,
what you're talking about. This is my first time here.
and he says,
bones.
Got any
gosh, what is my touchstone on this guy? I don't remember. It's been so long.
Hey.
I don't got no fucking dukes. I'm a goat. He says, Tina. Nope. No, he doesn't. Blah. Wow. He said,
Hey, my fucking
you know
goat.
what? We're not doing voices. That's okay. He says, Tina, that simulacrum, it takes a week to recharge my ring. Why would you do that? And she says, I don't know. Why would you have a simulacrum sitting in your chair? I didn't know where it came from. And he says, come over here. And she comes over and she gives him a hug and a kiss. And he walks over to his desk and he's smoking his cigar. And he says, adventurers, welcome. Thank you so much for returning my wife to me. my wife. He says, as promised.
No.
And he says, as promised, here you go. And he lays out two tickets on the desk for the go-kart race.
We would like a third.
And he said, well, that wasn't the deal.
Just try it. Just try
I
it.
say thank you for letting us go. This is a fruitful bounty. So, but I hear you also like to gamble.
Yes, I do.
I said we are all, even though gambling is a sin. I think charity starts in the home first. So I need to look out for us. So, what if we don't, let's see, if we're not talking about money, but what if we wager, say, 3 favors that we'll ask of you that you can't say no to if we win?
And he says, that sounds fucking ridiculous.
I said, but if we lose, you'll get a bone servant. And I show him, I kind of go like this, and I show him our bone servant.
And he says,
And also-
bone servant, it's very nice to meet you. I have no need for bone servants. And he motions to the 23 swords of Goshai, and he's like, I have all the protection I need.
And I say,
No
okay.
need yet. Not yet. You don't need it.
I know. Perhaps you need a demonstration.
Okay. Bone Man, what is it that you can do?
There you go. You got it.
I got
I
that.
do a lot of different things with a lot of different bones. But generally, I look for new bones, and I try to make sure I take care of the bones that I have. Bones are very interesting from a standpoint of. Have you ever looked at a bone?
You know what? Not
Well, you guys.
likely not in the same level of detail as you do.
See what I'm saying? This guy is great. Think of all the uses you could have from. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
We told you he's amazing, right?
You don't get the whole spiel for free.
No, yes, you get this. I of course I understand. Listen, you return my wife to me. You gosh, you know.
I can
Did you
tell you
get
more
her-
about
yeah,
bones.
let me
If
see.
you got some bones, we can look at them together.
You know what? This bone stuff sounds very good, but I almost rather give you something to make you leave. I don't want bone man to hear it all.
I'll give you time.
In fact-
I'm gonna go look for some bones. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. And he sort of like whispers something to like Scopen, and then like Scopen goes and like follows you out of the room, and he says, so listen. I do very much like to gamble.
Yeah, let's go. We're betting on us to win. What do you got?
I will bet on you to lose.
Okay, excellent. Now, if you lose, what do we get? Do we get our 3 favors?
No, absolutely not.
2
I can
favors.
give you 1 favor if you win.
How about this? If we finish first and second, a favor for our hearts are placing first and second,
No,
like betting on
like
the
a
pony.
dual factor.
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
How about this?
1 favor.
If you, how about this?
Fox
If you
and
win race, I kill none of you, and if you lose race, I kill 3 of you.
And the 1 favor.
No favors.
No more favors.
Let me ask you this: what is next part of your adventure?
That's a great question. Well, I really just remember coming here and watching a guy get thrown out of the building, and then I forgot that the only person that cared about the library was the guy that you killed. So now that we're here, I don't really remember why we even came here, other than because this place is better than the jungle place that we were at.
We want the tower.
There's
Can we get the
T-Rex
tower if we
too.
win?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I will give you access to entire magic quarter of Goshai.
Do you know how to get up to the next level?
You mean the Blighted Lands?
Yeah, the level above us.
Yes. So, you would have to impress upon the Fey Council and have them grant you access to Blighted Lands.
The Fate Council. Okay. Luckily,
One member of the Fey Council is my sworn enemy.
Gotcha. All right. Well, maybe we can help
said
you
there's a
out, and you can help us out. So that's okay. So we need to go see the Fate people. All right. Well, let's talk after we win, and we'll take
No,
it from there.
we should set up an actual proper. I
Deal.
think so. You know who could help us get to the Blighted Lands is this
Oh.
gentleman's wife.
Tina. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So,
maybe we make
okay.
a bet. If we win, we get your wife.
But not like that.
And
just
sort
to
of
help
everybody
us.
kind of like takes a step toward you, like in the room.
Oh,
And
sorry,
then-
I'm not the talker. Don't mind me.
And then when
And he says, how about this? How about this? How about this? Tina here is the heir to a seat on the Fey Council.
yeah,
If you win race,
yeah,
I will engage in coup against Fey Council
uh,
to install my wife on
right,
the council
yeah, okay,
and grant you access to Blighted Lands.
That's what I said. Hey,
Exactly what I like
get
to
off!
hear.
Stop touching me.
You set up a
Well,
fight.
then you guys
You got a
some
deal.
really nice
You got a
art
deal,
in this
Mr. Good.
place. And plenty of bones. I don't think you guys are very good looking though.
I would like to set
You
up a
didn't see
fight
where these
between
bones
us
were
and
the
the
entire
multiverse,
time.
the Marauders of the Multiverse.
Oh yeah, by the way, that's a good question. That's a good. Thank you, Orgo. Do you know anything about the Marauders? How to contact them? Anything like that?
No, I do not know anything about them. They're
They're-
fucking mercenaries. They come and go as they please.
We need their ship. If you get a lead on their
Alright.
ship, let us know, and we'll do you a favor
Yeah,
for
but-
that ship.
We
Yeah,
want you
there's
to lure
somewhere.
them in with a bounty. We want you to lure them in with a bounty to one
Yeah.
place so we can fight them and attack them, and then you can pay us.
We just need to get them. We just
just
have
want
to
their
talk
ship.
to them.
Yeah.
We just want to talk to them. That's all. We just want to contact them.
You know what? I will do. If you win a race, I will also try and contact Marauders of Multiverse for you.
All
All right, that's a deal.
We got
We
some-
won't
So I
be-
am
guys are
doing
proper
3
voters.
favors now, even though I cannot not. I will give you access to the library. I will also contact Marauders of Multiverse, and I will allow you to assist me in replacing my wife on Fey Council. What do I get if I win?
And all the winnings, the
And
money,
bones.
The
and
cards.
bones, and some bones, not all the bones.
No. So okay. If I win race,
Yeah.
you do personal adventure for the goat.
Okay. So if we win or lose,
If you lose race,
yeah, personal adventure.
then you will do personal adventure for the goat, and it will be treacherous. It will involve going into the snowy mountains and
Gotcha.
finding in a cave a warlock that has a book and retrieving book for the goat.
Okay.
I don't
That's
think
it.
we're gonna win.
And then
You know what?
afterwards, we have to fight to the death, and only the survivor between us.
No. You just retrieve book. That is it. But
Okay.
it will be treacherous and probably take 6 or 8 months of real life time,
Nice.
like many sessions of D&D.
They don't call me Drift King for nothing.
So please win, because
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I don't want to do this voice for the next 3 years. Okay. Well, thank you for returning my wife to me. Is there anything else I can do to assist you?
When's the exact start time of the race? And when
As soon as you pick up your cart, it will be ready.
Okay, and we go see the Sprocket Sisters for our carts.
Yes, that is right. In Moblin area.
Okay. Well, you know what, Goat? Thanks for getting us tickets to this race, and we'll see when we win.
Yes, and don't embarrass me, because if you embarrass me,
Do you have any? Even though even though it's kind of a win-win for both of us, but if we win, or do you have any tips, before we go?
Yes. Drive faster than other cars and do not crash into wall.
I mean, listen, do any like personal things about any of the racers that we're going to be competing against?
No, I do not.
You
Okay.
need to tell me that you have your finger on everything and you know everyone and you have whispers everywhere and you have no inside information about any of your competitors out there.
He burps. He says,
Very on brand.
I-
says, okay. Listen. You know what? Make a persuasion check, which I know is your best check. But make it with disadvantage because he really doesn't want to share this information with you. So that's a 10. And a 10 plus 13 is a 23. And
Yeah.
okay. So with a 23, he sort of looks at you through his like squinty yellow goat eyes. He says, okay. I will tell you a thing. He goes, both Pipe Sprocket sisters and Myconid twins will be in this race. They both drive very fast, very small car. You crush their car.
That we can do.
And
Thank
you will
you.
race. You will not drive faster. You must destroy their cars.
Do that.
Do you have a flag we can fly on our cart to represent you?
And then Tina goes, oh, I have one. And she like reaches into her purse and she pulls out like a black pirate flag looking thing.
Mhm.
And it has like the
I thought it
head
was gonna
of
be
like
one of
the skeleton head of a wolf with like crossed swords underneath it. And she goes, here you go.
All right, you guys can have this one. Cool. Thank you.
Perfect.
I like
Okay.
it. It's got bones on it. That sounds great. Thanks for letting us have it.
All
Okay,
right,
great.
so I collect my ticket and let's roll to the Sprocket Sisters to get on cart.
Okay, great. So you do that. You go to the junkyard where the Pipe Sprocket sisters are. And again, you're met by like this tall, kind of like wired fence around like what looks like a junkyard. It's got like this sliding door made of like corrugated steel, and there's like a button.
And I press the button to like wait for something to let us in or
So
answer.
you press the button and like it makes like this like weird spark, and then like a moment passes, and then like this like arcane kind of energy starts to like arc toward the top, and then the door sort of like through some sort of magic sort of like slides to the side. And then as you walk in, Marnie Pipe Sprocket, she sort of like lifts her goggles up on her head and she got those big red pom-pom like, pigtails, and this little gnome, and she sort of like hops down from whatever she's working on. And she goes, oh, hiya.
I say, lovely to see you again, Marty.
Yeah, Brian is your name, right?
Brian, yes, Brian Spillner. It is a pleasure to see you again.
Okay,
okay. I told you we'd be back ready for the race, and I showed her the two tickets I showed.
Oh, you're going to be in this race, huh?
That is correct. Me and my friends here, we're both going to be in this race with you.
Okay, well, we don't have too many carts laying around, and the race is tomorrow.
Don't worry. We already had some specifications that we figured out we wanted. I think we saw the two in the lot as we walked in. It's the old mithril guy back there, and then
old mithril sides. Yeah. That's one that Luna loves that one.
So that's going to be for my friends, and then we're going to be taking that other one, which was a little bit fancier, or not fancier, I would say a little more sportier. It's the quick and dirty.
Oh, okay. That will be 71,000 gold pieces.
And I just slide her the two tickets.
By special invitation of Morton Jekyll, huh? Okay.
And I
Yeah.
kind of like look at her like friendly, but also like, a little bit seriously at the same time.
He's going to be
Ooh,
real
okay.
disappointed if we don't win.
Okay, well, yeah, that's the nature of a race there.
That it is,
Everyone who
brothers
doesn't
and
win
sisters.
is disappointed.
I said, I saw your car out there. It was pretty cool, but
Oh,
not,
you mean old reliable? Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah. Well, any real driver will tell you it's it's not your car. It's how you drive it.
Okay. Well, is there anything else from you, Brian,
When
before we part ways and get competitive?
when does the race start?
Ooh, tomorrow evening, at
Now where I'm from, we always get to see, we get to do it, kind of like a test lap. Maybe
Okay.
kind of like a pole
Okay.
position.
Well
No
then
pole.
maybe you should do a race where you're from.
Okay, cool. Didn't realize a lot of national, some fucking sisters.
Okay. Well, we'll see you out there.
Yeah,
We'll see you out
definitely see out there.
I got one question. Do you happen to have any bones?
You know what? I might. Hold on one second.
By bones he means dynamite. Do you have any
Nice
dynamite?
people here.
So Marnie sort of like goes back and she starts like rummaging through this like chest,
Is
and
there any spoon engines back there?
she she actually does find like a long bone, and she says, yeah, I don't know where this came from, but you can have it.
Oh
Here you go.
my, that's a lovely one. Thank you so much.
Add bone +1 to your inventory.
Okay. Well, all right.
What time tomorrow again?
Yeah, we'll wheel the carts out there for you. The sundown. Did I say tomorrow? Tonight. Tonight at sundown.
Okay, and what time is it now?
It's about 15 minutes until sundown. I don't know. It's soon.
Now, can we make any upgrades to our carts?
No. Those take weeks. You'd have to special order them.
Gotcha. Well, what if we win? Can we trade our winnings with you for some special modifications on our carts?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Thanks.
Okay. See ya out there. And then she kind of like
I turn to dismiss and I go, I don't know what I just did there, but I think it should be okay, right? If we win,
Look, I'm yeah, sure.
I mean, it'll be fine.
We've got 15 minutes. We need to get to a dynamite store quick.
All right. Where was there were some good stores.
Just find a goblin down south, maybe the guy that sells fish. I'm gonna bolt to the guy that sells fish and ask him for a dynamite.
Oh, the fish sausage guy with
Yeah.
his little sausage stand.
That's right, that guy.
Okay, so yeah, you walk in. And are you by yourself? Did anybody else run with you to buy dynamite?
I did because he's my cart mate, so I got I'm not gonna leave my.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not running.
I'm just walking around.
Okay.
This is the last. This is the only thing. I promise. I'm not gonna. Even though I could use a bunch of more shit, but that's fine. Dynamite.
I say Gorgo, use it, take him by the red knight.
No, you know what? Like
That's
you
your fault.
you have a couple of hours. It's like you only got to go shy like first thing in the morning. So
Okay.
you have plenty of time to do whatever shopping you want to do.
Okay. So yeah, I'm with Dismas. Going after some dynamite from the fish sausage guy.
All right. Your sausage made me sick, sir.
Yeah. We both ate it, and guess what? Made us very ill and weak out of a lot of orifices.
We're gonna tell the city commission.
You're going to get shut down because the health
And
inspector is going to be out there.
So he sort of walks over and he's got like this like cool like little fedora hat on, and he walks over and he puts like one elbow on like the counter, and he says, "When you say the sausage made you sick, do you mean to say the sausage made you ill?"
I don't know, lean in, kind of like real.
And then wait, hold on. And then Dismas and Ezekiel, you both make a intelligence check or perception.
Well, perception's way better.
Okay. But the DC's higher.
Okay.
Darth, with your eyes covered that much, you need to not open your eyes so much.
Okay, so 26 for Ezekiel. 26. You realize there's some kind of like password here.
And so I put my. All right.
So he says to you, he says, "Do you mean to say the sausage made you ill?"
And then I use my telepathy to read his mind as one of my
Oh,
feats.
sick. Nice.
And I'm hoping in his head I could just hear him say what the code word is. But of course, if you're trying to remember somebody's code word, you're gonna repeat it in your head.
Okay, you know what? Make a
I like that.
I roll a d20.
Okay.
I think the password.
Roll a straight d20.
Okay.
Oh, so close to the 14.
With a 4. With a 4. Okay, so then again, all you can hear him say in his head is like, "Did the sausage make you ill? Did the sausage make you ill?"
And then I kind of just look at this guy and I say, "The sausage made us ill."
Nice.
And then he goes, "Oh, really? Did you have to see a doctor about it?"
And then can I do it again? Can I roll
Yeah.
yeah. All right, come on, let's go to the 4. Yeah, all right.
Oh, and with a 10, you
Okay.
hear you listen really closely, and you hear in his head and like nothing, and then you hear him just kind of go, "It was just a little bug. It was just a little bug."
All right, and I say, yeah.
And then he says, "Did you have to see a doctor?"
I say, I did. And he said it was just a little bug.
And then he says, "Okay," and he sort of like pushes a button behind the counter, and then you hear like click behind you, and the door locks. And then behind him, he sort of turns around and like flips down from where like all the sausages are, like this
Yeah.
like rack
knew it.
of like
I knew
all
this is
of
the guy.
like goblin weapons. But all these goblin weapons, like they don't look like regular weapons.
Like Men in Black. Yeah.
Because they are all sort of like they have like they're all like held together with like tape and wire and screws. Like nothing looks normal. Even like there's like you see like a little dagger, but the dagger is really like a very long screw that looks like it's like taped to like a wooden handle. And then you see like things that look like bombs, but like they also look like okay. And he's like, what do you fellas need?
Much like your sausage, we want some explosives.
Things that make it go boom.
And then he goes, "I might have just what you're looking for here."
Jay.
He turns around and he pulls down like this like cardboard box, and inside the cardboard box he pulls out like these like wooden or these like wooden tubes that have like a little fuse at the end, and he's got 3 of them, and he says, hold on, I'll tell you exactly how many he has. He's got 2 of them, and he says, yeah, here you go. What do you need them for? Actually, you know what? Don't tell me.
Come to the race later, you'll see.
And he says, that'll be 500 gold pieces.
And I said, or 2 things we can do for you. I said, you can be our official sponsor, and we will like paint, and put your name all over our carts and everything. So while there's a race and all the people are watching, they're going to just be chanting like Look at that
Sponsorship.
fish cart. Look at that fish cart go. You know, S cart go. My cart go. 150 swiftly. Quickly.
Rum, rum, rum. You rum, rum.
So we could do that for you. And then also, if we win, we'll give you the 500 gold pieces plus additional 200.
Oh,
And he says, "Listen, guy, just give me the gold pieces and get out of here, okay?"
I sniff them to make sure they're actually explosives.
Yeah, I let dismiss.
I made a perception check.
Oh,
Good. And with a natural 20, they do in fact smell explosive to you.
In fact, they smell so much like explosives now they are.
All right. Okay. You got anything with like a longer fuse? This shit is short.
No, he says, no, it's a 6-second fuse. You light it and throw it, and it goes boom.
All right.
all right. Okay, I
man.
give him 500. I pay him 500 gold.
All right, and he says, thank you. And then he hits the buzzer under his desk. Everything flips back up. The door opens, and then ding, the bell rings, and like a family walks in. And like, he goes over and like, it's actually like 10 or 12 of the little like Air Ganassi children from like that section of town. And he goes over, and he goes, hey, fellas, what's going on? What can I do to help you? You guys want some sausages? And he kind of just leaves you be.
Nice.
I say the mutton sausage is to die for, and I walk out.
I hand a dynamite to Boner Champ.
Oh, no.
And I say, strap this to yourself and be prepared when we tell you to just let go. And you're just gonna lay there in the road because you know it's in the middle of the road. More bones.
Okay. Well, so with that, does anyone else have any pre-race hijinks that they want to get into?
Yes, I was walking around by the track.
Rob, you're muted.
Oh, I'm muted?
No, Rob.
No, I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Rob, he was talking, but he.
Oh, what were you saying, Rob?
I was just responding to the fact that I don't believe laying in the street's gonna do me much good without finding any bones.
Yeah, but you see it, this bomb straps here. So as soon as somebody comes there,
I feel like I'm not retarded.
damn.
Okay. Well, hey. Okay. Don't love the word choice, but
I apologize.
I understand what you mean. Okay, let's move on to Gorgo. What is
Mute yourself again.
I'm looking at the I'm like in the Moblin part of the area, looking at the racetrack, and
So the racetrack is not over there.
where is it?
It's like up on the cliffs outside of town.
Oh, I thought there was a purpose fight. I'm looking for where the carts are. Where do they keep the carts?
He's looking for the jockeys, where all the rest of the carts, like drivers, are hanging out.
Oh yeah. Scope out
That's
the competition.
That's where Gorga, Thorver, and Cassie went.
I'm looking for the other drivers in town.
Get another driver drunk or something. Oh my god.
Is there a tavern?
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
Wait, let's all meet back up and go find the other drivers if we have time.
Thought
But
we
yeah.
had to like. I thought it was like 15 minutes too. What's going on?
No, we got there. We do have. So yeah, see if you can, Gorgo, find the other drivers, and then you can signal us because of our rings where you guys are. I'll see if we can get to you in time.
I'm
Okay.
looking in the Moblin part of town. I'm going to look at all the bars.
Okay, so yeah, so you find one restaurant. There's really only one restaurant in this part of town, and you see a sign over the door, and it says "The Garden of Olives."
Yes.
I love olives. Let's see how many I can eat.
Yo, it's breadsticks. How
That's all
many
you can eat.
breadsticks?
Okay. And then you walk in and you see this little moblin, this little fat moblin sort of like trot up to the door and says to you, hey, can I help you?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Garden of Olives. When you're here, we treat you like you're one of our kin.
Oh, the Garden of Olives. Do you have any breadsticks?
Oh, no. We don't have breadsticks. We have meat sticks and bread balls.
Oh, yeah. I'll be about that in a second. But first, I was wondering, have you seen any of the cart drivers coming in here today?
Cart drivers? No, we ain't seen no cart drivers. But hey, you know what? You know one thing we like less than the thing we like the least?
What
Lack
is
of
that?
bones.
People asking questions. And then the whole place kind of stops and everybody like turns and looks at you. And you see the whole place is full of mostly like moblins and jabronis, except for like one empty table in the corner. And they all kind of look at you for about like a 3 count. And then they go back to like eating food and like.
Is this a bad time to ask if anybody has any bones?
You're not even
Oh, yeah.
there, Boner
They're busting their
Man.
tables. I point them out to the tables. Everyone's eating like loins and like ribs and stuff, and he just starts cutting up.
Well, no, they're not. So they're eating traditional. They're eating traditional Moblin food, which are meat noodles and bread balls. Most of them.
Okay. I said to the guy, hey, look, I think we got up on the wrong foot here. I'm coming here for a snack. I was just curious to see if I know where any of the racers are. And I reach into my pocket and I throw him a few coins.
Oh, and he says, he pulls you in real close, and he says, and he's short, so you got to kind of like bend over.
I'm all about it.
And he says, okay, listen,
All about it.
hey, I don't know nothing about nothing, but thank you for the coins. He's like looking up at you while you're like bent over him, and he goes, now listen very carefully. If you don't get your question asked and asked,
Narc.
bad things are going to start to happen. And he's looking at you nose to nose. He's about 3 feet shorter than you, and he's like staring up and like looking in your eyes. And that's what he says. What do you do?
I start licking my lips and stare at him back, and I say to him, I came in here for meatballs.
And he goes, I told you, we don't have any fucking meatballs.
Red balls.
You're a meatball.
I want your bread balls and meat sticks in my mouth.
Well, okay then. And then he says, for a paying customer, when you're here, we treat you as though you are kin. And he said, that'll be 899 copper pieces.
I reach in the coin and throw him some copper.
And he says, okay, go ahead. Remember, it's unlimited, except for, actually, it's all unlimited. Just help yourself.
Except for alcohol.
Well, luckily, I've got Tina's bag of holding, right?
I think Tina has her bag of holdings. That's where she pulled her samurai sword.
Damn.
Oh, that's such a good fucking cheat code in Dungeons and Dragons. Go to an all-you-can-eat buffet with a bag of holding.
I was trying.
Wow.
But does the food stay preserved in the bag?
I have a. This is what I'm gonna do.
Is there atmosphere in the bag, basically?
I sit down at the table.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Hey, where do you sit down?
I find an open table on the floor, and I'm like comically larger than the table that I'm sitting at.
Well, so actually, hold on. So you do that. So you're looking around, and there's only one empty table, and it's in like the corner of the place, and every other table is filled.
Uh-oh.
I'm sitting in it.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Bad news, Justin. Everything put in a bag of holding that's alive dies, and anything that's food related rots.
Okay, with a five, you notice a placard on the wall with a picture of a like largish sort of jabroni, and there's some words written on the plaque, but you can't decipher them with a 5.
What else is new? Do I have my meat sticks and bread balls yet?
Yeah, so you've got meat sticks and bread balls and meat noodles. You got a whole plate in front of you.
All right, so I'm sat in the seat. I eat a plate and I call that little moblin over again. I'm like, can I get another plate and another box to go?
And then he looks at you and he goes, yeah, you're gonna get going, huh? Okay, we'll get you going.
I got a race to win.
And he walks away. And then instead of him coming back, like 4 big jabronis sort of like crowd around you. And they're kind of all like dressed like Grumbles. Like one of them has like a little bowler hat on. One of them has like a little vest on. But like all their clothes are like comically like missized for them, but they're all like they're trying to look nice. And then one of them takes his little bowler hat off and like kind of puts it over his stomach, and he goes, "Do you know what this sign here says?" And he pointed the placard that you couldn't read.
No, I can't read.
What are you, some kind of wise guy?
No, I'm just an idiot. I'm not very smart, and I never learned how to read. What does it say? Tell me.
So this is the booth where Cap Baglioni used to sit. It is a landmark of Goshai. People come from all over to see this boot.
I feel like because of how big Gorgo is, it's probably a little bit damaged, like where he sat down in his booth, because it was for like a moblin.
No, well, it was for a jabroni, so it's for a person the size of an ogre.
Okay. But maybe he damages just a little bit.
All right, Gorgo, make an athletics check
Why athletics?
because you're about to get grappled.
You're not happy with your choices.
Oh shit! Don't love your odds, Gorgo.
Yeah.
Can I roll with advantage?
You can't.
Can I make a funny statement? Can I make a funny statement first before they
You
grab
can
me?
absolutely make a funny statement, but also make an athletics check.
All right. I tell the little model. I said, I asked for meat sticks, not meatballs.
Ah.
All right, and with a 17 athletics, 4 big jabronis, they kind of collectively pick you up. They walk you to the door, and then they head first throw you out the door onto the street, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are belly first on the outside of the Garden of Olives. What do you say?
I'm yelling outside, obviously.
What are you yelling?
This is how you treat people. Wait until I tell Grumbles about this. Grumbles Caparelli, all right? He's going to be over here soon to tell you all about this, all right? We're ready a Yelp review. This is awful meat sticks. Service was terrible. Good day.
We hear him from where we are.
Lousy
Yeah, I assume you're walking up at this point.
I took 2.
Yeah, and then because you're yelling, gosh, I really didn't want to pretend this one.
No. Did I dress up for nothing, Dan?
No, I hope not. Right, and with that, so night is falling across Goshai, and you see droves of people in the street, sort of like walking and talking, sort of heading out of Goshai and like up into like the countryside to the location of the kart race.
I'm gonna walk over towards the cars because it's about time to get started.
I'm gonna scout ahead if possible. Make sure no one's doing anything funny to our carts.
I'm gonna look over our cart and stash our bombs.
I'm gonna go look for bones.
Okay, Rob, make an investigation check with advantage.
Yes.
Just roll a d20 and add +4 to it. Roll 2 d20, add +4 to the higher one. Oh, double 2s. What? That's the best time to get it. So with a 6 total, you do not find any bones.
Oh.
But after a short walk, you make it to the starting line of the Pipe Sprocket Grand Prix.
Yeah, boy.
You cannot finish what?
Cannot finish.
Weird. Okay. You make it to the starting line of the Pipe Sprocket Grand Prix where your carts have already been placed at the starting line. And with that, we are going to take a break.
Primordial Secrets, everybody.
And when we come back,
Primordial
moment
Provence.
everyone has been waiting for, it will be time for a magical kart race.
Woo!
Woo!
So let's take a break, and when we come back, it'll be Magical Kart Race Part 1. I am confident we will not finish the Magical Kart Race today, but we will at least start it.
Just like the movie Heavyweights.
I'm not gonna change my clothes until we do the second episode. So
Until we finish.
So I'll leave it on the whole time for 2 weeks.
Keep that. Garth, put a video on for Primordial Secrets.
all right, video for you.
We'll be right back,
But
everybody.
he doesn't have to do an ad lib at
Yeah. What do we got?
Primordial Secrets is a 2 to 4 player competitive deck building game of eldritch intrigue that takes about 45 to 90 minutes to play. In Primordial Secrets, you take on the role of a godlike being called a primordial, jockeying for power in order to craft the unborn universe in your image. Players can expect to spend less time waiting and more time making meaningful decisions in this interactive deck builder, thanks to the unique simultaneous play turn structure. Each round, all players at the same time draw 6 cards from their personal decks and choose 3 of those cards to send out to visit another player and 3 to stay home to host any potential visitors to your own realm. Taking into consideration what cards are available to recruit this round, what tricks your opponents might have up their sleeves to disrupt your plans, or if this is the hand you should go all in with, perhaps putting all of your best cards in your hosting party to try to collect some sacrifices. The decisions get more intense as the game plays out, but you can see an example of the anticipating and outwitting as early as the first turn of the game. For example, a pretty common starting hand could look like this. This blue number is Insight, basically visiting power. So you can see that messengers make better visitors than musicians. But not so fast, because this number up here in pink is Devotion, recruiting power. And in order to use a card's devotion to recruit new cards for your deck, that card needs to visit another player and survive. Musicians can potentially help you get stronger primordials for your future turns, but if your visitor's total insight is less than your opponent's host's total deceit, you will have to sacrifice one of your visitors to that player. And collecting sacrifices is one of the 2 victory conditions of the game. Players can win by either deceiving their way to 6 sacrifices, or by visiting with enough insight to steal 6 of their opponent's secrets. What are secrets? Well, just like you are improving your primordial deck as the game goes on, secrets improve your other deck of sorts, your intents. Essentially, once you've stolen a secret, you'll have a new option for the rest of the game when deciding who to visit and how. Maybe you'll attend a tournament hosted by the player to your left, where royals are more easily recruited this round. Or perhaps you will hold a tribunal, skipping your visit entirely, but forcing the players to your right and left to visit you this turn instead of whatever they were planning on doing. Primordial Secrets is a strategy game, but one with huge swingy turns and haymakers that will make you read the card twice out of disbelief. The huge power swings in the game not only make for exciting, intense moments, but convey the feeling of unfathomable, all-powerful beings, hosting banquets and masquerades, courting and scheming, and occasionally time-traveling, unwinding reality, and erasing other beings from existence. Welcome to the Void.
You've been doing like a weird sex thing, but I'm wearing this, so. No, no. started putting any Mad Max stuff.
I know we haven't started the race yet, but we're gonna. And right now.
I gotta eat my fruit by the foot first.
Oh.
See, I'm allowed to eat this because I have a kid.
Nice. I'm allowed to dress like this because I don't have kids. I do live across from a community center though, so I should probably be careful about windows before I get on some list somewhere.
The shuffleboard list.
Yeah. Anna's headed to North Carolina tomorrow.
Ooh, for a wedding?
No, not a wedding. She's going. Do you know how she's super religious now?
Oh my, no. I'm going for a work trip.
She's going to one of those big, like Baptist churches. She's gonna praise Jesus.
No, I'm going for a work trip.
Mm.
I'm going to the Movement Mortgage headquarters.
Are you winking, Garth? What does that mean?
Oh, hi, baby. She was feeling lonely.
Mm-hmm. I have a dog under my desk now.
What's the little ones? The smaller one's name?
Sienna.
Oh.
You want to be on the show?
No.
No, Garth's going to be on doggy duty all week, all alone.
Gotta do fucking 2 hours of dog walks every day.
You need a walkies.
Do you work from home, Garth, or?
50-50. I worked today. I went into the office today, so I can work from home most of the rest of tomorrow and Wednesday.
And Friday.
Yeah, and Friday, yeah.
I have the person coming Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay. Perfecto.
And we also have more coffee coming in the mail. It should come like probably on Wednesday. If you run out of coffee, more is on the way.
Why are you doing
Remember not to use the stove and don't answer the door.
Don't answer the door, okay.
While she's gone.
Yeah. You know, I don't have Anna to protect me.
I know. Sometimes Garth does people try and sell things and he listens to them. And I just tell them to go away.
What are you looking for down there?
He's trying to eat
You know what
something.
we do? We just hide. We just like stay in the house.
What you
Even not to make noise.
What's he got in his mouth? Oh, a ball.
Oh wow, there's a ball deep under my desk. Good boy. Yeah, dude, the movie you watched, the D&D movie.
Yeah. I loved it.
So good.
Yeah, it was so good.
I was like a kind of obsessed, so I watched some of the interviews with the actors and stuff, and I was sad to find that none of them really knew anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you know,
the druid girl, I guess, had played a couple times. It sounded like.
Well,
But
look at her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the girl from It. And Peter Pan, and the other Peter Pan when she was like 9.
Yeah.
But I just love like deadpan Michelle Rodriguez, just no fucking emotion at all.
Yeah.
I love when it's like, I could kiss you, and she's like, try it.
It smells like fucking weed in here, bro.
Yeah.
Voice. Shane's face smells like weed.
Yeah.
I appreciate your.
My face too.
Nice.
Oh, with the ash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already forgot about that.
I just walked up my stairs. I'm like, it's not my roommate. It smells like lunch. Oh, that was me. I totally forgot.
I'm excited. I'm excited to roll a big fat blunt for Dan's destination wedding.
Oh,
I know,
hell yeah!
right?
In Bible papers.
Bible papers? Is that what you said?
We'll be in Mexico.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, dude, I was already trying to figure out how I'd swing it. I'm there.
Hold on a second.
Nice. I was also thinking we should do sometime we should meet up. Probably back in Ithaca, I guess. That's like not really central for anybody, but that's like where we met. So
I know. Like my thought, dude. I was thinking about it, like doing. We talked about this before, doing like grassroots and like getting a place.
yeah, or like an RV.
Like-
I've been so jealous of people that have RVs at grassroots.
We could rent an RV.
Yeah, you know. Now we're adults, like we could actually do it. We could actually. I feel
Easy.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you rent those things and how many people can actually sleep.
Yeah, it's true.
RV America.
Boom.
Oh, yeah, right. There's places you can rent easy enough.
Yeah.
It's just a matter like Daisy's still got her trailer, which
Nice.
would sleep what 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
But I mean, like people are sharing beds, and then there's bunks. There's 4 bunks, and then there's the master bed, and there's another like bed out in the living room area.
Sweet.
If I remember correctly.
All right, two RV slots then for the D&D crew, and we're gonna go Dungeons and Dragons at Grassroots.
Dude, that would be epic because we could set up like a whole area and do a sesh like right there in the middle of it with the music going and everything. That would be epic.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I have evolved a lot as a human, as a person. I still
You
don't
seem
want
the
to be
same, exact same.
dirty hippies.
I live in this town. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
Shane
what
wants a
we're talking
destination.
about.
Maybe.
That's why we're like, let's get something comfortable to be in, so we can be away from the hippies.
We could play in your garage, Shane, just like old times.
Wait, there was like a post that like everyone was
Either that, or we
tagging
just
in
do
that
a weekend on the finger.
you like tagged all of us in like 10 years ago. It was like saying that like Warren was wearing like a suit made of money,
Suit of
like Will
money.
Ferrell. Yeah,
Yes, I saw that
Like-
too.
that was like 10 years ago. Damn, that was the last time we got 10
We
years.
could just
It was. Thanks, Warren, for letting Will Ferrell borrow your suit of money.
Yeah.
Garth, we could just rent Larry's castle room in the
Oh yeah, dog.
underside of his fucking winery.
Yeah, I think
But
it
his
is.
parents can't be involved in it. They have to go to
I
hell.
know. Well, and then Larry can't join our D&D group either.
All we're renting.
Right, yeah, that's true. God damn it,
Sorry,
Larry.
Larry, if you're watching.
I'd like to rent a bounce house too. That would be way more fun.
What are the castle
The
bells?
dice would go everywhere, Jordan.
It would be a
But
good
you-
idea if we did like even if we just did a weekend and did like booked a wine tour, and then
Nice.
came
Roll
back
by
like,
jumping.
it was all slosh.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, all right. The moment you've all been waiting for, it is time for the magical cart race.
Yes.
Okay, so first the driver. So everyone roll initiative, but the drivers of the carts are the only ones whose initiative is actually going to count. But
We can take our team's initiative roll too. Right?
somebody got magical nat 20
Oh,
on
he
initiative.
wasn't a driver
I
though.
think
so-
that must give my driver an extra roll.
Yeah. Another nat 20.
Wait, how many rolls are we going?
I don't know why whenever I roll NPC initiative, like it rolls a million dice. I don't understand. I think it's to like confuse you all so that you can't see like people's rolls or whatever.
What color me confused?
I hate the hidden stuff. I feel like there's a lot of rules in D&D or a lot of skills in D&D
Oh
that
my
like
god! Look how many
depend
dice
on
there
being
are.
able to
What's
see the
happening?
Are you only just doing it?
So here we go.
Apparently.
Marnie, Luna, Old Reliable. Their initiative is set. Then Roger, Regina, and Quick and Dirty 2. Their initiative is set. Okay, then Gorgo, you got a 16 on initiative.
Yeah.
So Old Mithril Sides, Thober, and Cassian. You're all on initiative 16. And then who's the other driver? Ezekiel?
Yeah.
Did you re-roll your initiative?
I'll do it right now. I'll reroll it.
Oh, and where's Oswald of Muckberg? He's not even on the map.
Why does he get the
Yeah, I don't know. It said I didn't have a token.
Oh no, here's your token. So you're here. Okay,
I
just
don't see. I have a blank rectangle. It's just black.
does this not have token vision? Let me see. Token vision. You don't have vision. Okay, so has vision 60 feet. 60 feet. Update token. Okay, now can you see?
Yes, now I can see.
Okay. Now hey, important here. Nobody move your tokens
Okay.
unless you're jumping out of the car, which is allowed.
That was my first move, so.
Okay.
So we can win like in the Legend of Ricky Bobby where we run at the end.
Maybe, but so here's what I want you to do for Ezekiel and Gorgo. You should be able to click on the car that's in the front of your little car. Okay. Now, if you use the arrow keys and move the car, everyone should move with it.
Nice.
Right? Just nope. So nope. Now you're moving your own token.
Okay.
So
I'm clicked on the car, but I'm not moving anybody.
Use the arrow keys.
I am.
Oh, okay.
okay. So hold on. So let's try this again because I can do it, which is frustrating if you can't. So you're clicked on the car.
Yeah. How many cars are there? There's 1.
2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's
So
all the brown
Gordo,
circles. There's a
so
lot.
you're clicked on
Oh, 1, 2.
Old Reliable.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called. I think. I don't know.
No, mine.
No, Old Mithril Sides.
Yeah, Old Mithril Sides. Yeah.
So, like, I'm doing it with my arrow keys. You're telling me when you click on that and hit an arrow key, nothing happens?
Nope. There's my character. I can't move a car.
Okay.
You know about the left-hand menu and like the select.
Yeah. I'm in the quick and dirty.
Okay. Well, hey, Jordan, can you drag and move the car?
I can't touch the car at all.
Doing the
I can't move any car.
Okay. So quick and dirty.
Can you select the cart?
No.
Okay, you can't even select the cart.
it has like the targeted thing on it. I can't.
Wait, hold on
It
one
may work.
second.
It may work, and you just may
Hold
not
on.
be able to control it.
Token disposition. Show on token bar. Okay, hold on. Okay. For Ezekiel, try again. See if you can move it now.
No.
Okay.
For myself. And it won't let me select the thing.
Wait, hold on. Okay, Jordan. Old Mithril Size. Appearance, light, resources. Show on token bar.
These beers were stronger than I thought. They're
Old Mithril Side beers.
Wait, Ezekiel, try one more time to move the car.
9.5. Ooh yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. This is
Unfortunately,
I don't
no.
like moving my guy. I'm sorry.
okay. No, it's okay. Don't be sorry. We're gonna get this working, and then everything's gonna work again. Okay. Cart race, quick and dirty. Justin, quick and dirty 2. Okay, hold on. This is why. So this one. Okay, hold on. This is supposed to be Quick and Dirty 2. Represent actors, Quick and Dirty 2.
Quick and Dirty 2 sounds like a good movie.
Vehicles, Quick and Dirty 2.
It was good. This is regular Quick and the Dead.
Quick and Dirty 1 was so good.
Is that with Norm Macdonald?
No, that was with Leslie Nielsen.
I know Jay.
No, that was Lethal Weapon, not Lethal Weapon. Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
I swear to God, Facebook listens to me. I feel like
Oh, yeah, it
Facebook
does.
ads are watching our stream right now.
Why?
I open it up and the first thing is Dungeons and Drag Queens. They're like, "You're wearing your wife's tank top, aren't you?"
Don't lie. It's not your wife's.
Okay, so
We found it in the couch. Don't know.
That's better. That's where I was going, but I'll take it.
this is very annoying. So just hold on. We're gonna get there. This, okay, captured. All objects are captured. Then this, it says that it's owned by you. All right, let me just. So, Quick and Dirty 2. That's what this is. Let's try this. Quick and Dirty 2. It says Justin is the owner. All players are observers. Okay, let me just here. Let me do this. And then Justin is the owner. Save changes. All right, Justin, try and click on your car again. You know what I'm talking about? The token at the front of your car. Yeah, click on it. Can you click on it at all?
Now I can do it.
Okay.
Now it moves everybody.
So
Nice.
now we go to Jordan and let's do the same thing. So none, then change it back to owner. And then Jordan, move your car and see if it moves now.
Vroom.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
All right.
All right,
Move us up to the
great.
front. Move us up to the front, Ezekiel.
Okay, stop digging around.
Don't let them ahead of us.
Okay, that's okay. All right, ready? So you guys are all there. You're at the start of the race. You see the starting line on the race. Okay, and like the goat is like over here. So you have like the track is made of these like big, thick, like wooden like fences, like kind of like police barricades. And you see like beyond the fences, like these like small little like makeshift towers, like full of like audience, like crowd members, like watching. Okay, most of you should be able to see the starting line. You see these two little mushroom people called myconids. They come out and they like climb into like one car at the front. It's like this little teeny tiny car, and it's like it's ready to go. And then you see other things. You see what? What do you see? You see more. And then in the back, you see Marnie and her sister Luna climb into their car. By the way, all of these icons, I want you to know, all these little characters, these are brought to you by Midjourney.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Marnie and Luna. Okay, so at this point, Tina then like walks out onto the racetrack, and she's standing on the starting line, and she's dressed in like her famous like yellow like pants and a dress, and she's like holding like, and you can and like she reaches her arm up, and she's holding like a little like napkin or some kind of piece of cloth in the air, and when she does that, like reaches up in the air, like her pants kind of come up, and you can see like her hairy like goat legs at the bottom of her pants. And like her little hoofs, and she sort of like looks at all of you and smiles, like, and kind of gives you like a little wave, like I know these people. And then the goat says, he leans over the side, he says, "Good luck."
You good luck.
I give him the old nod, and I said, "You're about to see why they call me the DK around here,
The DK.
the Drift King."
All right, and then I just realized Something happened to the initiative. Oh, because we started messing around with people's cards. All right, so Ezekiel, Dismas, and Oswald, you are on the same. Where's Oswald and Muckberg? You're all on the same initiative. And then
Second to the back.
Is there only 4 cars in this race?
only 4 cars. And then so they're gonna go first, you're gonna go second. Dismas's car is gonna go second. And the mushrooms are gonna go last.
Shane
Great.
looks like one of the mushrooms.
Shane looks good right now.
What's that?
Shane
What-
looks great.
what?
Okay.
No, what did you say, Jess?
Oh, I said you look like one of the mushrooms right now.
All right, so I know that everyone here has read the guide. Anyone, it's called Marnie's Guide to Racing. But very quick rules here, right? So for the drivers of the carts, you're going to use your action to drive. And you can also use your bonus action to drive. I mean, I think it's really straightforward. Does everybody have like the stats of their cart handy?
I have mine, yeah.
I think here's what's going to happen. I think we're going to start this tonight.
I have the printed copy.
I know. We're going to start this tonight. And I think we'll improve upon like what we need to like make this effective. But I think we're going to do it. We're just going to give it a shot. All right, is everybody ready?
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I find an audience member and just do this face at them.
Yes.
Okay.
He's so Dismas right now.
Okay, here we go. I'm getting ready to start us off. So the first to move is going to be Old Reliable, piloted by Marnie. So Marnie is going to, so movement is 35 feet. So we're going to go 1. So yeah, so the race about to start. The crowd is cheering, and Tina like drops this like handkerchief on the floor, and then she sort of like scampers out of the way. And as soon as that happens, like you see Marnie and Luna, they look back at you and they sort of like screech their tires and they just go. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, and then that ends their turn, and then they are also going to roll for a magic item cube, and that is a 7. And next up is Luna, Marnie. Okay, and then next up is Ezekiel and Old Quick and Dirty Mithril Sides.
Let's go.
Great.
Okay. So the race has started. So let's go, right?
Yeah, so here.
So nobody's ahead of us yet. We're in the lead.
No, someone pulled off ahead of us.
Oh, then we have the car.
Yeah, so Marnie and Luna just like sped off into the distance.
Enemy number
Okay,
1.
so we should probably move ahead. And
Good strategy.
yeah, I'm gonna take both of my turns to move. So you said, what do we get to do if I don't use any combat? And I get to use. You said I get an extra bonus.
Yeah, so you can move your cart 80 feet.
All right, so it's like 8 of these little squares, basically.
So it's going to be 16 little squares.
Okay. And I can't move diagonal, so I know that, right? And so when I make a turn, that's when we got to roll.
Yeah, but you're right now you're not making a turn.
All right. Well, if I go,
You're listing lazily.
Hit it.
all right, I can go 30 feet without making a turn. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can still scoot to the side.
So, that's not considered a turn. Okay.
Right. Okay, so that's 35 feet of movement.
That's 7 squares. So that's 8. And then there's something right there in the middle of the river. Is that a box?
That's a magic item cube.
Okay. Cool. So then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there's 8 more squares ahead. So I got the magic item cube. I stop.
Okay, so then Garth and Oswald, so Dismas and Oswald, if you want to use your action on this turn to grab an item, actually it's a bonus action to grab an item out of the magic item cube. You can reach into the magic item cube and roll 2d6.
I have dynamite ready, so Oswald. I yell at Oswald, "Get that! Pretend it's a bone."
Okay, so Oswald, you can go ahead and roll 2d6.
Oh!
So wow, so with a 2, you reach your hand in and you pull out this arcane cylinder made of glass and steel. And as you kind of like stare into it, it looks like there's like a miniaturized version of like a solar system at the center of this fuel core.
Dude.
I say, Oswald, Boner Man, what do you got there? What'd you get? You're muted, Rob.
You're muted.
You're muted. We can't hear you. Hello.
I got the celestial fuel core. This thing's cool. I mean, it's no bone, but it'll do.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude.
All right. Do you know what it does?
No.
It's
It's like a star.
Celestial
Star,
fuel.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a star. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I pass every turn. Or what is it? By throwing this to the cart's engine, your cart has its movement speed doubled, is immune to damage, and automatically succeeds all turning saving throws. This effect persists till the end of the driver's next turn, but may subside early at the game master's discretion.
Dude. Nice.
So basically, yeah, if we're close to somebody, it's a free run past.
I mean,
Might as well waste it right now.
I mean, I don't know. Can we? I don't know. Can I my
I
action,
wouldn't use it,
my
no.
bonus action was to get it. I can't use it yet. I'd have to wait till the next turn.
Well, you can use it. You can use it as your action, right? So if you go back to on your turn, you can use an item as your action.
Not yet. Don't use it
Yeah,
yet.
but I thought I thought right now my action is getting.
That was your bonus action.
Okay, so I can use it right now.
Uh
If I
huh.
use it now, does the effect of the speed wouldn't come back up until the next round? But I would immediately gain the protection of the star.
Right. Kind of. I mean, you just if you want to use it, use it.
Don't use it. Don't use it yet.
I was gonna save it. Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, you have used how much movement now?
I think I only have 1, 2.
You moved 13 spaces out of 16 that you can move.
So I can scoot up here. So it's 14,
get me close to their cart.
15. All right, so I'm right behind them right now.
Okay. And then also what these brown patches represent is they represent difficult terrain where you move, where it takes you 2 spaces of movement to move through them.
Gotcha.
Unless you're a heavy car.
Right now we're drafting behind them. That's where we want to be.
Unless you're a heavy car.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah. Jordo can just go right through that shit.
Right.
Okay. I lob dynamite into the fucking car in front of us.
That's your action?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Roll 4d6 of fire damage. So you throw this stick of dynamite and it lands right in between Marnie and Luna, and they both look at each other and they go, ah! And then it like blows up, and their cart, so they don't take any damage, the people, but their cart takes 15 points of damage, and they look back at you and they shake their fists.
Angry chip.
I point at the cart behind us. It was them.
Okay, so that's great. So Ezekiel's turn, Dismas's turn, Oswald's turn is over. All right, Old Mithril Sides, piloted by Gorgo. Go ahead. You've got your movement speed, just as a reminder, is 25 feet.
So I'm moving 50 feet to right here.
Okay, but you can't because you
25.
can't move diagonal. So you gotta kind of go. You kind of gotta hop it, right? Like
Oh, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can move to right here.
Okay.
Oof. You guys are slow.
Your mom.
That's why I didn't want both of us to have like slow cards like that, you know?
Okay. And then do you do anything with your action or bonus action? First up is Cassian. Do you do anything with your action or your bonus action?
No.
Okay. Thulber, do you do anything with your action or your bonus action?
Can I ready a sacred? No, it won't matter. I won't see anybody, so no.
Okay. Gorgo, do you do anything with your action or your bonus action? Oh, you already used your action and your bonus action to drive.
I just
So now
Oh.
it's up to Fragile, and Quick and Dirty. And they kind of you hear from behind you, Gorgo, you hear like this like woo, 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 woo. 16. There you go. And they go buzzing past you. And then one of them kind of like looks at you with their weird like mushroom face and just kind of like sticks their tongue out. Now, one thing we're going to talk about for collision, like these like weird shapes that I made to represent the cars. This is strictly for like demonstration purposes, like so that we can see everybody. The only thing that like is actually on the map is the car. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you can't occupy the same space as another car, but you can be
Right, but
behind the
like
player.
technically, like if you had one more foot of movement, Ezekiel, you could have moved here. Like that's fine.
I can like move over them. I do have one more space of movement.
Right. So then that's where your cart is at the end of your turn. And like the only things that can't crash into each other are the carts themselves.
Okay.
And then similarly, like when you're thinking about like melee range, you should think about yourself being where the car is.
Okay, so right now, could we interact with them in melee combat?
Yeah,
How close our cards are, right?
We did.
Yeah, I mean
by throwing the
you can like stick your tongue out at them, but it's not your turn.
Okay.
So now it is back to the top of the order. And it is All Reliable, piloted by Marnie and Luna. So Luna turns around and she takes two serpent fruits. So she pulls these like out of the magic item cube. She pulls these like long, like boomerang shaped, like brown and green fruits, and she takes one in each hand, and she like. And she throws them right at your cart, Ezekiel, and they get sort of like lodged in like the front like intake of your cart, and then they kind of sit there for a second, like, and then they get sucked into the intake of your cart, and they splatter you in the face. Your cart is going to take 8d4 damage.
So you get to make any save?
No, there's no save. So your cart takes 18 points of damage. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is there a save?
Yeah, because like,
Yes.
what's the point of having like a constitution then? Is now
No. Well, so not for constitution, but there is a save. So technically, they're both ranged attacks. So the first
is it a deck save?
What? No, it's not. It's not a dex save. They're ranged attacks. So one is a 1, 2, 3. One is a. Sorry, I should have done better at this. One is a 20 to hit, and one is an 18 to hit. To those, what's your cart's AC?
18.
Okay, so then they both do hit, but thank you for reminding me. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. And then for each hit, you get a 5-foot movement penalty on your next turn.
Gotcha.
So you get 10 feet less of movement the next time you make movement.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and now so that's what Luna did on her turn, and then Marnie is going to move the cart up. What happened? Don't want to take you with me. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Put you back. Okay, and then they end their turn. Next up is Ezekiel's cart.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm moving here,
You
here.
want to use the star here?
No,
Or
not
save
yet.
the star? Okay.
All right, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 15. Okay, so I moved us that far. That's like our, because you said it was a minus, so instead of 16, we have 15, right?
So you have 14 because you got -2. So you should have 14 spaces of movement.
Okay, so then, okay.
Okay, great. And then do you have anything? So you use your action and your bonus action. Ezekiel, action, bonus action. Or I'm sorry, Dismas, action, bonus action.
All right. I throw two daggers at the wheel of the cart in front of us.
Okay. So we're not going to play called shots, but go ahead and roll attacks
Okay.
and damage with both daggers. Okay, so the first attack is a 15. 15 misses.
Okay.
And the second one is a 14. 14 also misses. So, like, Luna looks back and she sees you and she goes, Marty, look out. And as you're throwing the daggers, they kind of do like a little, like, shake and bake move. And, like, both daggers, like, just narrowly miss their cart.
Okay. I think that's
And
all I
then-
can do for now.
And then Oswald, action, bonus action.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, great. Next up is Gorgo.
Can all we move is 25 feet total, or is that just with one move?
When one move is 25 feet.
All right, so my first move is I'm making a stop here. Come up here, grabbing a thing. You guys want
Okay, so Cassian and Thover roll 2d6.
Both of us?
Yeah. Assuming that that's how you want to use your bonus action.
Sure.
It's just you write out roll. No, what is it?
Yeah, /R and then 2d6. Or you can click the square 2 times. And then hit roll. Okay, Thover with a 6, Cassian with a 6. Both of you reach into this like floating magical like arcane orb. Both of you like pull out this like skull of this creature that you may or may not recognize as a boulette. It's like this elongated like flat skull, and down the front of it is painted these 2 green streaks of like paint.
Fun.
Okay, and then Gorbo, how much movement you got left?
I've got 5 more spaces to go.
Okay.
And I can go right over the dirt spots because I'm in the heavy, right?
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And,
Okay.
yeah, that's all for my movement.
Okay. Then Cassian, you've got an action left if you want to take it.
I would hold on to that till we get someone near us.
Okay. I can't see anything. Hold on.
Or you can hit these guys before they hit the box behind us.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I feel like I'm gonna throw mine behind us
Okay.
now that I read it. Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it. Okay, so that's a 20. A 20 is going to hit. And a green bullet shell, or a green bullet skull, excuse me, does 5d6 bludgeoning damage. So you throw this skull and it kind of goes like skidding across the ground, and like the speed of it moving backwards as the car is moving forward, it collides with the front of the car holding the two mushroom folk, and it does 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. And then,
Below.
so that's your action. And then, Thulver, you're up. Do you want to do anything with your action? You also have one of these same boulette skulls.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take mine out of fear of retaliation and fix it to the back of the cart.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So by doing that, you then give your cart +5 AC.
All right,
Right?
cool. I like it.
Okay, great. And that's your turn. All right, we're going. I feel like we're hitting our groove here. So now the mushroom folk go. The first thing that they do is they roll over this magic item box, and they're gonna roll 2d6, and that's a 10.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so one of the Myconids reaches in and you see pulls out like three of those same skulls, but instead of having like the green paint on them, they have red paint. And she's kind of in the passenger seat. She's kind of like juggling them in the air as they drive. And then the one who's driving starts like cackling, laughing, and then they come around the side of you. So 2, 3, and they did take a movement speed penalty. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and they stop right here in view of Gorgo. Now they don't move their full, they don't double move, because the one in the passenger seat tosses one of those shells to the one in the driver's seat. He throws one at Gorgo's cart.
Can I do deflect missiles?
Wait 1 second. We have such a high AC right now.
Yep. So he throws one at Gorgo's cart. That is going to miss. And it comes careening in. It collides with that green skull. They both sort of fall to pieces, but your cart doesn't take any damage.
Nice.
And then the one in the passenger seat takes one and fires it forward at Ezekiel's cart. And that one goes kind of like careening off. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. +5 to attack and damage rolls. Yep. So it goes careening off. What's your AC of your cart?
18.
So it goes toward your cart, and then sort of your cart does like a little shimmy, and it misses the cart and crashes into the wall and like shatters into pieces.
Excellent.
Okay. And we're back up to the top of the order. With Marnie and Luna.
Sorry.
So now here we're just going to see the first turn of the game. So they come in.
I like it.
Say again?
I like it. It works. Like the kart race works.
Did you doubt that it would?
Well, no, you said we had to hit our stride. I said it works. It's not that hard.
Oh yeah, no, I was nervous that it wasn't going to work. Ask Jess. I was like pacing around the house for like 2 hours before. Right. So yeah, so passes the save on the turn, and then okay, we're gonna roll 2d6, and that is an 11. So what happens is Luna reaches into the bag and into the magic item cube, and she pulls out like 3 little funguses, but then they sort of like turn to dust as she pulls them out of the bag. And then on a second pull, she just keeps the serpent fruit that she has and keeps it moving.
Jesus. Yeah, we're never catching them. We got to find a shortcut, Ezekiel.
And then And then what Luna does is Luna, with her action, she takes 2 of the little serpent fruits and she throws them on the ground, creating additional spaces of difficult terrain, which I will mark on the ground, like so. Oh, not in pink though. Sorry, in yellow.
Can AoE spells that we cast that are from our spell list affect the other cards as well? Like in the same way that it would have affected another character?
Depends on the spell. Like, so anything that's like going to do like psychic damage or like emotional damage or like cause a wisdom saving throw, like the cart can't become like feared or charmed. But if you had like fireball or sacred flame, you can absolutely cast spells against.
So more of a physical damage effect.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're back up to Ezekiel's cart.
Okay.
Hit it.
So I can, now, do I still have that ill effect, or is my normal?
No, now you're normal, right? You had a 1-round penalty of movement.
Okay. So
I think you should shove it in there because we're about to get a new item, Boner Champ.
Yeah, use it. Or so we can.
Okay, so you do that. So you take this glass cylinder and you kind of like shove it into the engine, and all of a sudden, like the whole car starts to like shimmer in this like rainbow of magical light. And then Ezekiel, you are like holding onto the steering wheel for dear life, and this car just goes like zoom, like flying. Now, one thing you have to do to turn like on your keyboard is hold down the shift key and hit the arrow key to, I think it's to the right, to like turn your cart.
Okay, so I actually have to hit the button. So right about here. And you said I have to hit the shift key and what?
And like the right arrow key, I think, like turns your cart.
Will it like bring up a table or something?
There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
Quick and dirty, bitches.
All right. So then, how far do we go all the way past them?
Well, so now your speed is 50 feet. So you have moved 20.
7.
So you have 30 feet on your action move left.
Wait, what?
Vroom.
All right. So I'm gonna go this way, and then
Our speed is
Yes.
40.
Right, but you just use the celestial fuel core, right? And celestial fuel
So it's
core.
80.
Oh, yeah, it has so it's 80. You're right, it is 80.
So, and if he does the double drive, it's 16.
Right.
Or
It's 160.
32 squares. Let's go.
all right. So let's do so 80.
How many
is
have you
what,
moved
30.
so far?
So wait, 80 feet is what? 32 squares.
32 squares. Yep.
Well, so I
No,
moved
no,
what?
no, no. 160 feet is 82 is 32 squares.
All right, I moved 7 squares.
Okay, so you got so keep counting
25
off as you
left.
move.
All right, so we're gonna go over this. So that
grab one.
was 7,
So we can both passengers can grab
11.
one?
Yeah, both passengers can go for the magic item queues. I mean, technically, that's a benefit that really only the heavy card is supposed to have.
I see.
So I'll let you both roll and choose whichever one you like.
Oh, okay, nice. I got 11. That's a good one.
I got 7.
Yeah,
Seven is a bunch of serpent fruit. 11 is 3 speckled fungus.
Oh, let's get more speed. We got to pass these guys.
All right,
I'll
so
move
now
with the speckled fungus.
can I move to the side and bypass these giant bananas?
Sure, just count out your movement out loud.
All right, so hold on. So from here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many more do I have?
Just keep counting them off. You have up to
12.
32, I think they said.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25,
Don't forget to
26.
ram them. Don't forget to ram them.
Oh yeah, can we do that? But
Yeah, so it takes one thing of movement. So do you remember how the car-to-car combat works?
I saw the thing.
It's strength.
take damage as
Constitution versus
well.
no, it's strength versus strength.
That's right. So
I
it's
think we
strength
have-
versus strength. So your cart on your, if you right click on your cart,
Mhm.
so if you
Yeah.
go to your cart can make an athletics check the same way, like
Yeah, we're a +4, so that's good. They're a +3, so we have the advantage in that.
Once in combat, token not can move except for the following interface. So I right click it.
I got it.
What?
so if you click on the cart, you should have that like click bar at the top. Just hit skills, athletics.
So when I right click on it,
No, just single left click, and then at the top you have like the black like toolbar.
no. I have like a toggle combat state, and then it says my hit points, and then I have like a.
No, so hold on, let me share my screen.
Oh, it's gonna mess up our stream. Sorry to all you viewers. Pay no attention to the porn window I have behind.
Okay, so look, can you see my
This is a
screen?
video.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so look, when I click on your cart, I
Yeah.
get this bar at the top. Just
Okay.
like when I
Yeah.
click on a person.
Okay. You want me to roll what?
So make an athletics check. You've got to beat a 10.
Gotcha.
Quick and dirty. Oh, we're getting to see Dan's window.
Okay,
now.
so a 9. So you come in for that move, and Marnie kind of like looks at you and like taps the brakes, and you just kind of go like past her, and you don't hit their cart.
Okay.
As a react, I react and I cast bone armor on the cart.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you can cast bone armor on the cart, but maybe. I don't know.
I think you can.
Did you already take an action on this turn?
No.
Mm.
Oh, he
No,
did.
'cause I-
Shit.
What?
Yeah, you
No.
used your star fruit on your star core on this turn.
Oh yeah, that was my action. Rats.
Okay.
This is a reaction.
It is.
Okay,
Suck it,
fine. Put the
DM.
bone armor on the cart. I don't care.
Yes.
All right.
This cart is going all the way.
Okay, so I think you're at what is it, 24 movements right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
great. So there you are.
What does
Not
it
that
look
far
like?
ahead of them.
All right, so that's my, and as a bonus action, you said I can,
Well,
Okay.
if you
We
move
already
the full
doubled.
32, you used your bonus action.
okay.
So
I thought the full,
the full
Yeah.
was 160 feet.
The only action we have left is Garth.
Oh yeah, me.
yeah.
As we drive past their cart, I strike out with both of my swords, aiming for their heads.
Aiming for their heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decapitation.
Is that really what you're doing?
Yes, I'm aiming to kill.
Okay. Go ahead and
That's what I'm
go ahead and
talking about.
roll to attack.
Go on.
All right. First strike with a normal sword. Second strike with a normal sword, or I mean a good sword.
Okay, great. So a 13 and 11, thank goodness, both missed.
All
And
right.
then Marnie's yelling at you. You can't do that.
All right. I stab her
No.
sister through the eye with the short sword.
You can't stab her sister. Go ahead, roll to attack. I hope it's a 1.
There we go.
Yeah. Right in
All
the
right.
eye.
So a 26. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's mud in your eye.
You're lucky it wasn't my +1 sword.
All right, you do six points of damage to Luna, and as you do that, all of the spectators that are watching, you hear like this collective, like, oh, like that's not how we do it here.
And then I look at the spectators with my crazy eyes.
Okay.
And I,
Got the
and I,
crazy hat.
and I look like it.
Wait,
Cats
but-
are crazy.
All right, you weren't supposed to get a bonus action on that turn, but we'll get better at this. Okay,
I
Olin,
wasn't either.
Use your bonus action to grab a thing. Remember?
Oh fudge.
Yeah, so we're gonna just roop, 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 roop.
Okay,
So
I
you
didn't
did
say
not you did not hurt Luna, but also the crowd's not booing you, so good.
I still did the crazy eyes though.
Okay,
Free action.
That's allowed.
that is a crazy eyes or a free action.
Oh, you can live in this world.
All right. We're going straight right through it. That's 50.
Okay, great. You got to get to that magic item cube. There's your 50.
3, 4. All right. Yeah, I have to turn, but I don't have enough move space.
Well, you can go ahead and your cart needs to make a DC 5 dexterity saving throw.
Can I make a double turn?
It's just a single turn.
Just a single turn?
Yeah, single turn. DC 5 dexterity saving throw. So if you click on your card and you go to the top, saves, dexterity. Great. And with a 14, you pass the save. And you're ready to so you kind of you come in and you swing the back of your card out and you're like ready to hit the gas and go.
All right. We're ready.
Okay. Then so that's your action and your bonus action. Well, we got to get you some mushrooms or something. Cassian, you're up. Action, bonus action.
I don't have anything. Can't see anybody. Can't do anything.
Okay. And then Thilver, anything for you?
Yeah, can I throw a fireball at that cart behind us?
Sure.
I can't see it because our cart sight isn't as long as.
Right, but what you're saying is you want to just take one of your necklace of fireballs and just throw it like over
right here. I'll hit it.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Where is that? Because it's not in my.
Get ready to get booed by the crowd.
No, because I'm hitting the cart.
Okay.
I guess I have to take it right off my sheet. So.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not here. Sometimes when we upload things from D&D Beyond, things get lost.
Interesting. I can't. Okay, so here, let's just do. What is the save? It won't let me cast it.
Yeah, what's the save?
It's not even letting me select it now. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got it. Sorry.
Okay, great. So with a 15, so they rolled to save an 8. So they missed. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, cool.
Furry ball.
And that's 28 points of fire damage. So you take the little net ball of the necklace of fireballs, you throw it back, it hits the ground, lights this whole ring of fire, and the car just drives straight through it, taking 28 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is the bonus action can I? It doesn't matter, I guess. Can I ready for if we pass underneath one of those things? The cubes?
No, you'll pass on your next turn.
Right. Okay.
I mean, sure you could, but like
right. There's no reason. I'm done then.
Okay, Gorgo's done. All right, now these guys drive through the flame. And what's there? So they took damage. They got a 5-foot movement penalty. So they can only move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then they're going to make a dexterity saving throw. Oof, just barely make it past. And then there they are. Okay. And then they don't. Oh, and then they have one. So Luna, not Luna. Excuse me. Let's see. So Fragina has one of the red boulette skulls left, and she turns around and she just winds up and just hurls it at your cart. So go ahead and. So that is a 20. Does a 20 hit you? Hit your
Which
cart,
cart?
I mean?
Which card?
Gorgo's cart.
A 20? I don't think a 20 does hit us, actually.
What is the large cart?
It might be 21 AC.
Yeah, 21. No.
Okay, so yeah, so they wind
Wow.
up and she throws the thing and it sort of like skids across the ground, but you've got these like metal plates around the bottom of your cart, like a train, like a cow plow on the front of a train.
Nice.
And it literally just hits the cow plow and like shrapnel and pieces of skull go like flying off to the side. And you're good. No damage.
You guys are gonna make it to the end of the race with no damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll probably get one more around the horn, and then we'll probably call it for the night. And I'll probably think over the next 2 weeks, like some ways to make some of this stuff feel a little bit more automated. All right. So the twins are up, and you just hear that like that revving engine, and then here they come. So they come. Excuse me. What? Why is it frozen? Why can't I click things? Oh, because I'm on the stupid measured templates. So yeah, so they come and they're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they kind of like lean over the side and just like kind of like taunt you a little bit. And then they go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wait, do they have to go through us? So wouldn't that then have to do a?
Oh, they took you with them. Gosh, I gotta fix some of this stuff.
That's what happens
But
when
I
you
feel-
smash into us.
But I feel like where my car is, yeah, like they would have to hit us or try to pass us or something.
Okay, well, hold on, because now everything's broken. This pissed me off earlier.
What'd you do?
So there's one of these carts has a thing that like automatically picks up other passengers. It's Marnie and Lynn's cart. Sorry.
Cars, secret weapon.
I feel like it's gonna break so much.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
There's your cart.
These poor
Primordial
Canadians,
secrets, everybody.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And don't worry, our research on the probiotics, we tested that on so many animals. There was a lot of animal testing that went down for that. And
Wait, we got
let's just say there's been some results.
where we got 60 billion different probiotics from.
That's right. Some of the probiotics came from testing.
rainforest.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know there is 356 different types of microorganisms and bacteria who live inside your stomach lining? I just made that number up. Primordial secrets, probiotics.
Primordial secrets. Sorry to all the viewers at home that you can't see the slow
We're
cart.
full of shit, so you don't have to be.
The
Yeah,
slow cart is in the dust.
on animals to know that it works well.
All right, there we go. We're good. Sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry to all the animals that we tested that on too, by the way.
All right, next up is Quick and Dirty 2. That's Ezekiel's cart.
So,
Close your eyes and open your mouth. And I slam something deep down Ezekiel's throat.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so Ezekiel, so you have consumed a magic fungus.
okay.
Oh, that's not what I put down there.
And a speckled fungus. So it's a large white mushroom with small red speckles on the cap. And as you eat this as a free action, you become more focused and in tune with your cart, gaining a tunnel vision type effect that enables you to advance on the cars in front of you more quickly. This increases your car's movement speed to 50 feet, but as a side effect that you can only use the drive ability as your action and your bonus action, and you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, I just choked you with that. Hope
So
you
I
didn't have
eat
any
it.
plans.
And I say, Jesus, take the wheel. So I use my my whole movement would be 50 feet. So,
But then take one off because you have to double move through the difficult terrain.
okay, so then I'm going straight this way, so it'd be 45. All right, we passed over. Did we use how many of those mushrooms, or like, do we get another opportunity at the
So you
box?
can only have one item in your cart at a time. So he can toss the mushrooms and try to get a different item, or he can keep them.
Now, is it the
I
three
eat one.
mushrooms where you can, where everyone eats one and then
I
they
eat
get
one too.
150, and then we get to use the
No,
box?
only the driver eats them.
I eat it.
And you can only eat one consecutive at a time.
Right. You can only eat one on a turn. We can eat them all on your turn. It's not going to do anything. It's going to 3 times in a row set your movement to 50 feet.
Okay, that's fine. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep it, or do you want to try the new one?
I
say we-
can't talk. I have a mouthful of mushrooms.
Oh, so you ate one too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you only have one left.
All right, I say toss it.
I ate the next one.
Perfect. All right, so
Okay, that consumes your action.
These snozberries taste like snozberries.
so Boner Champ, roll for a cool item. Oswald, get us a cool thing.
I'm too high. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so you reach into the bag. Oswald, Oswald reaches into the bag and you pull out 3 large animal skulls with like streaks of green paint down the front of them. And you recognize them immediately as the skulls of a boulette. You can Google boulette and learn about that creature and use that information in the game if you choose.
Okay. Then I fire one of them at the jerk-offs behind us.
Okay, great. So when you do that, roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
And I say, don't forget to use
Actually, for
protection.
you, Rob, you can add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
because
you can.
Proficient with the use of bones. So go ahead and add, your dex plus 4. I think everybody's at plus 4 right now.
I'm at +3 for that.
No, what's your proficiency bonus?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
It's plus 4. So with a natural 1, you are so excited to have these bones in your hand that you just take one and you just like spike it into the floor.
You got too excited about the bones.
Yeah, you prematurely evacuated the bones from your cart. Okay, and with that, you have another 50 feet of movement, Justin, if you want to use it.
I think I've only had proficiency plus 4 one other time in my life. I didn't realize we got to plus 4. That's exciting.
Oh, we're gonna keep going, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it for the race.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends if we survive this death race. It's about to get gritty.
Okay, that's my movement.
Okay, great. So you're out of movement, and then as you kind of get there and you kind of get ready to lean into this turn, all of a sudden, like the mushrooms kind of wear off, and your vision comes back to you normally.
Excellent.
All right. Next up is
Let's
car.
go sides. We're gonna take 5 spots up this way.
Okay, and when you do that, so make a strength check, or make an athletics check, which I think you make with advantage. It's all right. Natural 1 for quick and dirty.
Cool.
Wait,
So go ahead and roll it. See if you crit or anything.
I'm quick and dirty. He's
You're in a car called Quick and Dirty 2, which is probably confusing for everybody. Great. So, your strength is +0 on that car. I gotta fix that.
No, it's a fast.
Oh, it's a fast tank car
Yeah.
with no strength.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So your 8 beats a 5 at a critical fail. So go ahead and roll your collision damage. So Quick and Dirty's collision damage is 2d6. Yours is 4d8. So roll 4d8.
Let's go, big money, big money.
Oh.
Oh, dude.
That is
Okay.
big money.
Let's go.
That's 22 from your 4d8. That's huge. And 6 from the 2d6. That's 28. So both cars take 14 points of damage. But then I think Old Mithril Size has like a boon on collisions.
Hold on, I just had it up on my phone a second ago.
Mm,
It has 48 collision dice.
No, but if you go to,
We have 500 HP. It doesn't even matter.
you do have 500 HP.
Yeah, there's no way we'll ever.
No, so, but you are resistant to bludgeoning damage. So you take half damage from that. So you take 7 points of damage.
quartered
You
it.
guys should not play defensively at all. You have the highest AC and the highest HP and resistance to damage. That's bananas.
Okay, so you've moved 5, 10, 15, 20. These guys go flying out of your way and lose
Keep going,
5
buddy.
points of movement on their next turn.
Yeah, these are our next two moves here.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay,
Very
now
bad.
both Cassian and Thover roll 3d6.
Oh.
Let's go.
so how does the boons work though? Is it just passenger based or is it car based?
So there's both. There's people boons and there's car boons. Okay, so hold on. So Thover, your dice are 1, 1, 4. So if you go to the table, you can take an item that is 2, which is the celestial fuel core, or you can take an item that is 5, which is the cask of flame. Okay, for Cassian, because you didn't roll doubles, you rolled a 6, a 3, and a 5. You can pick any combination of 2 dice that you have and take something off of the magic item cube, which means 3 and 5 makes 8. You can take a red skull. 6 and 5 makes 11. You can take 3 mushrooms, like whatever you want to, whatever combination you want, you choose and tell me what it is.
I want a celestial fuel core.
Okay. Thover, so you reach in, and yeah, you do exactly that. You reach in, you fumble around, and you find in that cube this glass tube with like metal caps at the end, and you look at the inside, and you see like the center of the universe inside this like tube.
I tap it on Gorgo's head and say, "You want to go fast?"
I put it in my hand like he's about to give me the mushrooms.
Open your mouth. I'll spray paint it.
Okay, and then Cass, what do you choose?
Wait, so you said I get to have any one of any combination of mine, is what you said?
You have
Yeah,
to drop
I
one
have
of those dice.
6 and 5? What'd you
6,
say?
3, and 5 are your 3 dice. I mean, I know you're probably like reading the descriptions, but like it's Mario Kart.
Okay.
6, 3, or
The
5.
furthest from 7 is probably theoretically better, but you already have speed, so. Oh, but mushrooms are so good on your big fat slow car.
Yeah, you get the 3 mushrooms.
This is
Yeah,
why.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna do the three speckled fungus.
Great. Okay. So you both use your bonus action, and you've used 25. So you used one whole movement already, and Gorgo, as a bonus action, you can use your second movement.
Alright, I'm gonna move out of the way of the bananas. The dragon fruit, or serpent fruit.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and that's your turn?
I think that's all my movement, right?
Okay. So then Cassian, you've used a bonus action. Do you have an action that you want to use?
No.
Okay, Thover, you've used your bonus action. Do you have an action that you want to use?
Yeah, I'll cast. I believe it's guiding bolt.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
make a range spell attack. Okay. Come on. Ooh.
Yes.
A 25 to hit. Holy shit.
Yeah,
That
boy.
for sure.
All right, cool. Damage.
Great.
That
11,
was
11 points of radiant damage. So a bolt comes down and it goes careening into the mushroom people's car, and it does another 11 points of damage. And you see they've got this arcane engine on the front of their car, and you can see like you noticeably like little sparks are coming off the side of it, like it's like their car's already like in trouble.
So the cool thing about that is before the end of my next turn, the next attack on that car gets advantage.
Oh.
Because you struck them with lightning, does their car shrink?
No.
I was
No.
gonna say I didn't realize they were behind us or they were in view. Can I still do my action?
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
Can I do my thunder and lightning?
You absolutely can. So
I just can't find it in my.
I know you can't find it. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize you had rage spells.
She has one.
Literally.
And I will put it up on the
Literally
screen.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I have like daggers, like shitty daggers.
So you once per day you can do this. Like
If you hit them with lightning, they shrink.
they don't shrink, you ding dong. Why can't I make
I've
this?
played Crash Team Racing before. I know how things work.
Listen, Karen.
Ugh. Sorry. Where's Cassian? I'm just gonna put it on your character sheet.
Karen, how dare you, Karen me?
So
Okay, Dan, I don't need to use it right now. I'll save it. If I only get it once per day, I literally didn't even know how many times I got it.
Okay, well, I'm putting it on your character sheet anyway because I keep forgetting to do it. So here you go. Now it's on your character sheet.
Okay.
Edit spell, details,
Primordial Secrets.
at will.
Keep
One.
sending us money so we can send you games and also do more research and development with animals.
That's right. It's a subscription-based model now.
Yes.
the more money you give us, the better animals we test on.
One per day.
Ordered so many manatees for next week.
Okay, you're up. Sorry about that. Okay, and then next up in combat. Okay, next up is the Myconids who have been hit with two things, so they lose 10 of their movement speed.
Oh.
So they can only move 70. So they're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I still have an action, right? I just didn't want to.
Okay, go. So what's your action gonna be? My bad. Let me move it back to you.
I was gonna do my I have Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
Okay.
Oh, is that new?
They're like barely hanging on, right?
No, I mean they're not barely hanging on. I mean they've got a lot of cart left, but
Oh, well, I might as well do it. Do you want me to click on it in here?
yep. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I think they might make it with advantage. Whoa, critical failure.
Yes.
Get wrecked. Mushroom
Get
people.
wrecked.
So do I do
Zoom.
Roll, you know what? Roll critical damage.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, and high
Wow,
numbers.
22. Say again?
High numbers. That's what I said.
And they lose movement speed too.
And they do. They lose another 5 movement speed.
Sorry to all the mushroom people watching the stream right now for all this mushroom balance.
So now we're back up to those guys.
Whatever it is.
Those guys. So now they've instead of having 80, they have 65 feet. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna roll 2d6. And that is actually they should have rolled 3d6 because they're behind you. So they got a 3, a 4, and a 2. They get. So they reach in and they pull something out, and you don't see what it is. And so how much did they move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50.
Hold B forward.
11,
Bumblebee
12, 13, and that's where they stop. And that's where we stop. So with that,
Oh, come on. I bet we were almost done. How many laps are there? There's like 3 laps?
I was gonna just do 1 lap. We'll see how fast we get through a lap.
Absolutely.
But
It's just gonna come
here,
down.
I'll
to-
see. You know what? I can send like a blurry picture of the.
nudes.
Nudes?
Those nudes.
He says blurry pictures or something.
No, I was gonna send you a blurry picture of the map, but then I think that's too much information. I don't want to give you time to study the map.
I mean, we studied it a little bit when you shared your
Can
screen.
you update my character sheet as well? I just added the 2 spells that I learned.
Okay, I can do that right now. Hey, it looks like. Are we still streaming?
You don't know.
Okay. Well, hey, it looks like Chris Pine was not able to make it this week. I'm sure he's like really upset. I'm gonna have to check my phone and see if he sent us any messages
I
while
was
we were.
going to ask you.
But hey, there's always next session. So hey, thanks everybody for joining. This has been Wizon Break, Darkness Rising. If you enjoyed this, thank you. If you didn't enjoy it, eat a dick. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
What is